What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on today's video, everybody should know what to do by now. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop our daily content. And if you want me on the panel, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. But let's get it popping and get into today's video. And today we're doing our last fight prediction and fight breakdown of the week. I wasn't going to do this fight, but I got a couple of requests to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it to y'all, man, because it's a true 50-50 fight. It's a competitive fight. And we're going to see if we can get it right, bro. We already got 100 right on this channel with 21 wrong so far. And so far this week, we 4-1. We got 4 fights right last night, and we got 1 wrong. The one we got wrong was the Gabriel Flores Jr. fight. We picked him to win that fight, but Luis Lopez put on, dominated, did his thing. And so we got to get that man credit, get that man props, because he did his thing last night. I didn't think he'd be able to close the distance as effectively as he did. And I thought Gabriel Flores Jr. would get a little bit more respect with his counter-punching and his timing. But Lopez walked through his shit and beat his ass, bro. He walked through his shit and beat his ass. So it is what it is, bro. We got that one wrong, but we always right more than we wrong. We're going to see if we can get this one right today, too, and try to bounce back, man, and go at least 5-1. That's respectable, bro. If we get this one wrong, we'll be 4-2 for 2 weeks in a row, which is pretty good for your average, you know, commentator, your average analyst. But I don't want to be 4-2. I don't like getting more. If I get 1 wrong every week, I'm cool, bro. 1 wrong, I'm cool. Anything more than 1, I don't like that shit. So the pressure is on today to get this shit right, bro. And we got Andy VENCES versus JONO CARROLL, bro. At the 130-pound division, junior lightweight division, super featherweight division. They fighting at 130 pounds, man. All right? That's what I'm saying. But before I break down the fight, I'll give y'all my prediction. Live show every Wednesday. 7:30 Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. Come hang out with your boy, man. Come hang out with your boy for a fun night of boxing talk every Wednesday night. But let's get to our prediction, man. Let's get to our breakdown and our prediction. So, Andy VENCES, tell it to tape, man. 30 years old, 5'8", 72-inch reach out of San Jose with a 23-2-1 record. He got 12 knockouts, and he never been knocked out. JONO CARROLL fighting out of Ireland, 29 years old, 5'7", 19-2-1 record with 5 knockouts. He never been knocked out either. 50-50 fight, bro, by definition, bro. Like, I'm telling y'all, 50-50 by definition. So, fighting style, man. JONO CARROLL, southpaw fighter. Southpaw fighter, light on his feet, quick on his feet, tries to jump in with angles and combinations, which is cool. You know, it's a pretty good style. And he's defensively, you know, high guard. Not a shoulder roll, not pull countering, not setting traps. It's high guard, move around, look for openings, dart in for the openings, get back out. You know, very physically strong, very stocky. That doesn't translate over to punching power for him, though. Obviously, 5 knockouts in over 20 fights. But he outpoints you. He'll work. He's a worker. You know, he's gonna work in there. Doesn't do anything great specifically, but his strengths are being light on his feet, being in good shape, having a good work rate, and trying to jump in on angles when he can to land good hooks to the body. You know, jumping in with hooks to the body. He'll jab, he'll jab, but his jab is more just, you know, boom, boom, like step into it. Like, it just seems like more habit. You know, it's not a switch level jab. He doesn't land it as a power jab. It looks like more of a habit to me. He don't really keep you at the end of his jab that well. And sometimes he smothers his punches when he jumps in, just because I think sometimes his understanding of distance is just a little bit off, so he'll smother his punches, and as a result, that's why I believe he don't have the knockouts that he probably could have, because he jumps in, smothers his punches, not particularly great on the inside. Just a solid. Both of these guys, bro, are professionals. They're pros, bro. Like, this guy, CARROLL, he's been in there with the likes of Tevin Farmer. He's been in there with Maxie Hughes. Lost both fights, clearly, because they had better distance control. They landed cleaner, better shots, and he becomes, you know, what's the word I'm looking for, bro? He becomes easy to time. Easy wasn't the word. I was trying to find another word, a big word, a Webster's word. I need to go read a dictionary or something. He becomes easy to time because he does do the same thing over and over. And jump in, jump out, you know, little head movement, little show jabs to jump in. Like, he does some good things, but he can be repetitive. There it is. There it is. I knew I was going to find it, bro. He's kind of repetitive in some of his actions and some of his movements in the ring. But an overall solid, good fighter from Ireland. Andy VENCES, after what I just watched Luis Lopez do to Gabriel Flores Jr., I got a lot more respect for Andy VENCES now, because he was the person that Lopez fought before he fought Gabriel Flores Jr., and that was a close, good, tough, competitive fight. What VENCES showed in that fight, what worries me is that he's an orthodox fighter, and he's fighting JONO CARROLL, who is a southpaw fighter, and Andy VENCES leans to his right, which puts him, and he leans to his right a lot, like he leans down like this, which makes him even more open for a straight left hand from someone like JONO CARROLL. But I don't think JONO CARROLL lead left hand is that good, bro. I don't think it's that good, and I don't think he'll be able to take advantage of that. But that does worry me when I watch and I study Andy VENCES. But he's somebody with for his feet, they're flat. You know, he doesn't move around the ring, and he's not light on his feet like JONO CARROLL is, but I think he has a better understanding of distance. I think his timing is better. I think overall boxing skills and boxing acumen, I think it's better for him. He puts combinations together better. He doesn't reach as much or lunge as much as CARROLL does. And he does have good timing on his straight right hand. He can catch you coming in. He caught Lopez coming in a lot, who, if you just look at styles of coming in and providing pressure, I don't think CARROLL, if I'm saying his last name wrong, I'm sorry. It's Carroll or Corral, whatever. I don't think Jono. I don't think he provides near the pressure that Lopez does, but he does come into you. He is going to be the shorter fighter. He is going to be the one that's going to be looking to jump in. And so, and Lopez is very awkward. So if VENCES was able to time him, I think he could possibly be able to time Carroll as well, land some good shots on him. And he has a little bit more pop in his punches because, as I said, he doesn't lunge as much, so he lunge as much. And he gets more leverage on his shots because he does fight from a wide base. And I like that he uses a jab. He jabs up top, jabs to the body. I just think if we're going boxing skill for boxing skill, I'd say VENCES has better boxing skill. And then if you come in on him, if you pressure him, he does also throw a pretty good check left hook that I saw him use on Lopez a lot. And he'll get in there and mix it up with you and punch with you. So overall, this is a pretty even fight. It's a pretty even fight. As far as who has what way to victory, path to victory, I think for Carroll, if he gets into a boxing match from like mid-distance, where he's just trying to box with him, I think he'll lose. I don't think his timing is good. I don't think his understanding of distance is as good as VENCES, and both of these guys can take punches. And so I think VENCES will land cleaner shots if it's just a boxing match and it's slow paced and it's methodical. I think he'll win because he'll land cleaner shots. I think he'll have better timing, and I think he'll catch Carroll consistently with the jab to the body, jab up top, and then he'll start landing that right hand eventually. So for Carroll, he has to, I believe, push the pace. He got to push the pace. You know, that herky-jerky style that he got, jumping in and out. He got to jump in, get his body shots, come out defensively responsible, not getting caught with anything. And he got to make sure he's throwing the more punches, pushing the pace, and speeding VENCES up. VENCES struggled, and he struggled with Lopez, and he can struggle with Carroll. He struggles when you can push the pace on him, when you don't let him sit back and time you and be methodical. Because, like I said, his feet aren't the fastest. They're planted. His leverage is there, and he's looking to land good, solid shots on you. He's not looking to have to move and turn into a track meet, so to speak, where it's jumping in and out. He got to jump in. He got to jump out. He ain't looking to do that. He's looking to sit there with you and fight and use his boxing skills. So Carroll can't allow him to do that. He got to move around the ring, be in motion, jump in, get his body work off, and then try to get out. Maybe land some stuff up top too. But he got to be careful not to lunge in and not to reach, because he reaches and lunges in a lot. Just go watch his fight with Maxie Hughes, man. Maxie Hughes missed him a lot because Carroll was throwing his made him miss a lot, I should say, because Carroll was throwing his punches from too far of a distance, bro. He was throwing them from too far out. So that's what worries me in this fight. For VENCES, he got to take advantage of those holes that I just named, like, because I think Carroll has more holes in this game than VENCES does. I think VENCES, he can see everything. He has good time. He does everything. He just, that athletic ability is just a notch below the top level, highly skilled fighters, and he can be outworked. Lopez outworked him, ended up getting the upset victory. But you could clearly see that Vences was more skilled than Lopez. He had better timing than Lopez, but he allowed himself to be outworked. He allowed himself to be outpunched. He's somebody that, you know, with a little bit more athleticism, a little bit more hand speed, could be a top-level fighter because his boxing brain and the way he sees the fight and the way he tries to execute his game plan, by continuing the jab to the body to set up the right hand up top, by switching levels on his combination, the great timing that he has. If he had a little bit more talent and athletic ability, he could definitely be a top fighter because the mindset and the actual boxing skills, they're there. They're there. So for him, he just got to time Carroll. He got to take advantage of those lunges, catch him with well-timed shots to deter him. Don't forget about the jab to the body to stab down at Carroll and make him stop in his tracks. And then that jab to the body is going to open up his right hand that he likes to throw behind it up top, that straight right hand. And he can outbox Carroll to a victory. He can outbox him to a victory if he's able to slow the pace down on him and not let him just have a high work rate and catch him when he does one of those lunging combinations that he tries to do. As far as who I'm picking and why I'm picking him, I'm going with VENCES in this fight. I'm going with VENCES in this fight just based on his performance against Lopez. And when I look at what Carroll did against Maxie Hughes, if I put those two fighters together, I just see VENCES landing the cleaner shots. I think that he'll be able to time Carroll and take advantages of those weaknesses because Carroll is that type of fighter because he's stocky, he's a little shorter, he's going to have the shorter arms, he doesn't have the power like that. And so I just think he tries to start his offense from too far out, and I don't really like what I see from him offensively, where he has a good work rate, but it's repetitive, bro. And I think somebody like VENCES will pick up on that because you know what's coming. You know he's going to try to jump in with hooks to the body, right? You know he's going to do that jab forward where he steps in and he does it from far out, not really trying to land anything, just trying to work his way in. And in the middle of him getting worked in, I see VENCES timing being a real key in this fight. And so I think he's going to outbox Carroll to a victory. He's going to land the cleaner shots. I think it'll be close. I think Carroll might outwork him some rounds, but I say about 8 rounds to 4. You know, a clear victory that's a competitive fight for VENCES. I'm not going to pick either one of these guys to knock the other one out because neither one of them has been knocked out before. And so, you know, I'm going to go with the odds and the probability that neither one of them get knocked out again. And so thinking that I'm not going to see a knockout, we go with VENCES. We go with VENCES in this fight. We'll see if I'm proven right or proven wrong, but we're going with him in this fight. I think he has just a little bit better boxing skills. I think his timing is a little bit better. I like his offense a lot better because he throws his punches from the right distance and he sets his shots up, whereas Carroll just kind of lunges in, does the same thing over and over again, which can work against some lower level guys and even some guys that are higher level, but I don't think something like that is going to work against VENCES. I think you got to have, you know, effective pressure on him. I think you have to use your feet in a way and your angles in a way to where he can't time you. And I think Carroll makes himself a little bit easy to time. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Y'all let me know who y'all picking. I got VENCES in this fight. We'll see if I'm proven right or proven wrong over time. But, you know, we're right more than we're wrong. And I really want to get this one right so we can finish off the week 5-1, man. So this will be our 6th prediction of the week. We got 4 right so far, 1 wrong. Let's try to get this one right, man. Let's try to get this one right, man. VENCES, don't let your boy down. If you win, if you lose, it ain't my fault, bro. But it is my fault because I picked you. But it ain't my fault because you're supposed to win this fight. According to Knockout, you're supposed to win, bro. I'm talking down to my tablet, y'all. My bad, man. It's early on Saturday morning. Let me get to my day. I need some coffee, some orange juice, or some shit. But y'all, let me know who y'all picking down in this one, man. This is a 50-50 fight. Odds are great on this one. Both of them, you just put $115 down and win $100. So if you're going with VENCES, great. If you're going with Carroll, great. This is the fight to win some money on, man. If you really feel like you know who's going to win, if it were me, I'm putting mine on VENCES today. But we'll see if I'm right or wrong, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. Comment down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Turn on your notification bell. And if you want me on the panel, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is my email address. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here, y'all. Peace.